In this video, I want to talk about how hedge funds are silencing employees in more ways than one. I also want to reveal just how many total return swaps are in existence for AMC right now. So stay tuned and let's make some money. Also, just a quick one, I'm holding the biggest ever sale at the MMTG. Join for just $1 for your first month right now. I've finally finished moving into my new house and getting everything sorted, so I've been spending loads more time trading not just the small cap stocks, but options as well, and even adding an entire long-term investing section to the Discord, as well as re-recording all of the educational videos. Just use code Labor Day, all in capitals, at the checkout to join the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group for just $1 for your first month. There's no contract and you can cancel anytime. I'll touch more on the sale in a few minutes, but for now let's dive straight in with the key information. As we can see from this headline, an ex-DE Shaw trader has asked the New York court to axe release for pay contracts that are being used to silence departing employees. These release for pay contracts, or this scheme, is designed to give DE Shaw's senior executives a virtual get out of jail free card so that they can harm employees and get away with it. The release for pay contracts effectively stop staff from suing over any alleged discrimination, harassment and retaliation, amongst a whole host of other fine details. It basically stops employees from snitching in all circumstances, or they face massive legal repercussions personally. Of course, this isn't the only way hedge funds are silencing employees. Over the last couple of years, we've seen tons of circumstances where individual employees at hedge funds have been disappearing, never to turn up again, and never to be heard from. I can't use those words on YouTube or I'll get demonetized or banned, but there's been cases of individuals turning up at the bottom of a lake or having accidentally fallen off a building. If you hadn't already guessed, DE Shaw is an algorithm-driven hedge fund which counts previous employees like Jeff Bezos and Bill Clinton's Treasury Secretary Larry Summers amongst their former employees. But let's also talk about just how many total return swaps exist for AMC right now. If you didn't know, total return swaps have been used for the last few years to illegally short or to naked short AMC. And the only way to close these total return swaps is to buy real shares. So this is a tweet from Samuel Clemens taking an extract from one of the lawsuits that says the Antara Master Fund closed its total return swap with a counterparty via acquiring notional shares of Class A common stock of AMC. Of course, that's just one small hedge fund, Antara, that was in on the ape deal, not including all of these other illegally shorting hedge funds. It says the swap agreement provided that, upon settlement of the swap, the counterparty would pay the per share price. Now, rewinding back to the reverse split, you'll remember there was a few different AMC QSIPs. The old AMC QSIP, the new AMC QSIP, and one QSIP in the middle that disappeared forever. Now, in the old and disappeared QSIP, there was 555 million AMC total return swaps, and in the new QSIP, 288 million. That combined for a total of 843 million shares worth of AMC total return swaps. Of course, you'll see this is dated January 2025, but we've got a more recent update. Guys, I wanted to speak a bit more about the Millionaire Mindset Trading Group sale. Here's some results from just last week. As we can see, a new member made his first few trades on APM, PTIX and AEMD, making nearly $7,000 in just one day. On top of that, as I touched on earlier, we've been trading options a lot more, like our recent upstart calls that ran 200% overnight for a swing trade, where Kaz made over $2,000. Doc was trading some S&P 500 puts and in one day made $5,000. On top of that, you may have seen over social media, Open Door, that's been running a lot recently, and we traded that for 131% gains. We also had some other options trades on PDD, Hood, Tesla, and many other companies, which have all been netting us gains in the group as well. So now is the best time for any old members that want to come back to the group and rejoin, or for any new members that want to try out the group, as you can currently join for just $1 for your first month using code Labor Day at the checkout. Spaces are limited to just the first 100 signups, and these will sell out fast as there's thousands, tens of thousands of people that watch my videos. So guys, be sure to join using the link in the description below. Samuel Clemens also pointed out that after the June 2021 run-up, there was 217 million total return swaps entered into that haven't expired yet or yet been closed. That was as of the 30th of July 2021. So of course that 217 million shares worth of total return swaps is included in this 555, added on to the 288 gave us the 843 at the start of 2025. The reason why I wanted to show you this tweet is because of the reply Samuel Clemens added showing the mechanics of hiding a short position via a total return swap. It says in a total return swap agreement, the hedge fund gains economic exposure to an asset's price movement without owning or shorting underlying shares. It says the counterparty, e.g. an investment bank or market maker, directly holds the short position on their balance sheet. But remember, there's those market making exemptions that mean they don't have to disclose short positions. On top of that, for the hedge fund holding the total return swap, there's no regulation SHO reporting requirement on total return swaps because it's not direct exposure to a short position. And that's how these individual hedge funds are effectively borrowing prime brokerage privileges through exemptions on disclosures through total return swaps. Now, Samuel Clemens has also given us an update for August 2025. The number of total return swaps has increased from 843 million now to 1.1 billion. Those numbers are sourced directly from the DTCC website on total return swaps. Now, this is obviously very interesting, there being 1.1 billion shares worth of AMC total return swaps, because the float for AMC is just 511 million, adjusted for the reverse split. Now, on top of that, I wanted to show you this chart of AMC's road to profitability, which shows just how far AMC has come over the last few years and how the short thesis really is dead. AMC's EPS, or earnings per share, has gone from being negative $18 down to negative $9 and now to break even. Next year to be turning a profit. On top of that, AMC has been cash flow positive even without dilution and has been growing revenues year after year after year. And that's exactly what happened to BKNG Booking.com in the past. It was a stock that went from $977 per share down to less than $8 per share and now up over $5,000 per share. Not just a 10x return from the lows, not just a 100x return, but almost a 1,000 times return from the lows. That's what's in store for AMC's future, and that's where I see the company going over the next few years. So guys, be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. And as always guys, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss when I upload a new video. Cheers.